What's up, guys? Guess what? I made this video originally on the day that I had my interview, but the sound wasn't on. Anyways, so we're gonna be talking about the phone interview today. I'm really upset because I made that video, even though it was a really quick video. I made it, and I made a lot of really good points in that video that I've lost now because there's no sound. There's only video. But we're gonna get through this. I'm gonna try to remember what I said in that video, because I am forgetful and I forget things very easily. I had my interview February 1st, right? See, look at that. I don't know. February 1st, I think. I'm pretty sure it was February 1st. At 12 p.m. I freaked out because I went on my dashboard and there was no interview thing on there, but it was a glitch, and they called me like 15 minutes late. But it's okay. So she called me around 12:15. I had Nancy, super awesome, very kind, super calming, sweet, and just a great interviewer. She called me at 12:15. Like I said, it lasted about 20 minutes because our call ended at 12:38. So what I said in my other video that got no sound, we talked about my top 4 roles. She didn't ask me 3. This is 3 or 2. She asked me what my top 4 were. So I said character, attendant, attractions, merchandise, and front desk in those orders. Why I said it in those orders? Because I really want to be a character attendant. I've heard great things about it. Attractions is super cool as always. You know, you can get anything. You can get like one of the little sideshows at Animal Kingdom, to Splash Mountain, to Space Mountain, and all that jazz. I said merchandise because I have the most experience in retail merchandise. That's my game. That's my life right now. Front desk I said last because I don't have experience in that. I am studying hospitality management. I would love to work in a hotel. I just don't have any experience in that, and I'm kind of scared as to what it might be. I know it's a new adventure, but you can do bell hopping to luggage to front desk itself. So I was a little hesitant on that, so I put that one last. Within the questions she asked me, she went over basic information, you know, where I went to school, what I had applied for fall or fall advantage. What else did she ask me? Basically, you know, basic questions at the beginning. Then we got into work experience, work questions. This is where it got a little weird. For me, at least. I think I didn't mess up, but my dog is right there. I just noticed her. Ignore the licking dog. Like I said, it got a little weird here in the sense of I accidentally answered questions that she was going to ask me either in like the Disney role questions or in the work questions. And she said it too. She said it in like a happy way. So I'll get into that when I get into it. So she asked me, you know, about Barnes & Noble. Obviously, yeah, that's my number 1 job right now. And then I put experience in volunteering service work for my old high school. I did a lot of photography and videography for them, and I also led them in some stuff. You know, basic, she asked me the phone is ringing, a guest is in front of you, and another guest comes up with the question, what order would you do first? How would you approach that situation? I won't answer that question because, you know, everyone has their different answer. I think you should just answer honestly, because if you don't show your true self in that interview, then you're lying to Disney, you're lying to yourself to make yourself look better. So it sucks. You know, cash handling, emergency situations, the experience, what I learned in it. She also asked me why I want to do the program. That's right off the bat. She asked me that, even if it didn't have to do with work, it had to do with school. Why I want to do the program, and what could I do for Disney if I got in. Which that one kind of threw me off because I'd never been asked that before in my other interviews, but I answered pretty well. She liked my answer, so I'm happy about that. Now, let me get into the Disney questions. So essentially, when she asked me all the stuff about work, when she got into the role question, that's when she said, you know, the questions I was going to ask you, some of the stuff you answered in when we were talking about work stuff and your situational questions and what you would do and what you learned from there. You know, she's like, I took note that you actually gave me information that I was gonna ask you, like what I would have liked to hear you responded, or like what usually people respond. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, is that good or bad? She's like, no, no, it's fine. It's great. So when we got into the role question, sorry, I talk with my hands a lot. I'm Cuban. It happens. So I'm sorry. So what happened when we got into the role questions? She asked me a lot about character tenant and attractions, actually. Very surprised about that because merchandise was just like the last kind of thing she asked me, which is surprising because I have the most experience in that. But with character tenant, I guess this is just coming from me. I guess she liked my answers that I had given for situational, like, emergency and how I handle crowds, and that stuff that she started, like, maybe this person is good for this, or attractions, since you deal with such a large group of people. At my job, Barnes and Noble, we get a lot of celebrities. I made a no. What is it called? I like basically like push that out there because when they see you work in a retail place, they just think, oh, you do the basic, like put stuff away, clean the store, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, hey, no, I'm good in front of crowds. I was in marching band for like 5 years of my life, performing in front of thousands of people, speaking in front of thousands of people when we were there and when I volunteered with them, announcing them. And at work, I have to deal with giant crowds when celebrities like Bella Thorne or like Chloe Grace Moretz come and hundreds of people show up, and I have to deal with them. I have to control them, make sure everything keeps calm. So she really liked that, and she brought it back up when we started talking about character tenant. She asked me, the basic, what would you say to a group of people if the line is closing? And woo, that brightness. Sorry, if the character had to go. So, I answered that. She also asked me, how would you announce that the character's going on break? I answered that too. What else did she ask? The basic character attending questions. There's not that many. For attraction, she asked me, how would you explain to a child or anyone that they're not tall enough to go on the ride? Where if the ride was broken down, what would you do? In an emergency situation, in the fact that a ride is closed down or it breaks down, what would you do? I think that's it. It happened so fast. I just whoop. Then we got into front desk. She asked me a little bit about that. We chit-chatted, blah, blah, blah. And then merchandise came up. Like I said, she was like, you basically answered my questions. We talked about, if a guest was upset and they wanted to speak to a manager, how would you handle that situation? If you didn't have something in stock, right now, what would you do? Like, how would you check if another store has it? Would you offer to order it for them? And all that jazz. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that kind of happened there. What else did she ask me? Did I say I had Nancy? I hope I did, because if not, I had Nancy. Going back to the other stuff, the roommate questions. Like, I've never lived with roommates, so I don't have experience with that. She asked, like, she asked me, what do you think is a common problem with people that live together, and how would you handle that certain problem? Which I thought was pretty cool, because I never gotten asked that. I always asked, like, oh, what would you do if this happened? But she gave me the option of saying, what do you think will happen? Like, what is a possibility? I think that is about it. We talked a lot. Our conversation or interview was actually pretty long, because I would answer the questions so lengthy. I like to give lengthy answers to get my point across. And she would answer me with like lengthy responses. It was great. She was really nice. She was really responsive, and I was really responsive, which is great because I was super nervous up until that point, because I thought she wasn't gonna call me, and I missed the interview or whatever. But she made it so great and so calming, and made me so confident in my answers. That it was just a great experience. At the end of the interview, I asked her if I could make a request as to where I could be placed if I got in, and she was so happy about that. She was like, oh, of course, no guarantee that I will get it. So I put in Magic Kingdom. I didn't say anywhere specifically. Did I say so? No, no, I didn't make a thing. I was gonna say Adventureland, but I was like, I like to be put anywhere. I said Magic Kingdom, and I said Hollywood Studios because Star Tours is like my jam there. Tower of Terror I'm terrified of, so if I get placed on there, I'd probably cry. You know what? No, because you just have to like stand there like, and that is my face basically 24/7. I'm just joking. But yeah, I've said Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios for parks. I should have said something for a hotel if I got front desk, because I have an obsession with Animal Kingdom and Wilderness Lodge. Those are my favorite hotels to stay at. But I didn't, so if I get it and I get placed somewhere, oh, it's Disney World, I'll take it. But yeah, and then I asked her experience in the college program, if she did it, or Disney. She said she didn't get to do the college program because she didn't know about it. But she has been working with Disney for 9 years in recruitment, which I thought was pretty cool. And we talked about that for a little bit. And I asked her about the Disney classes because I am super interested in that. We talked about Disney Heritage, which is like super popular. I keep on saying super, but I'm sorry. But yeah, so we talked about that. She told me how to sign up for it and all that. And that was basically it. That was basically the interview. No mention of past applications and why I didn't take them, which was great, because I got asked that before, which is a little awkward because I'm like, I couldn't go to school. But yeah, so I'm excited. I hope I get in. I don't know when we're gonna hear back. She said the basic, you'll hear back by mid-March, which is when I heard back. The time that I applied for fall. Auditions start soon. I'm debating on going to auditions. I said, she was really excited that I put character performer. She was like, oh my god, are you gonna go? And I was like, oh, maybe, because I might be in Disney World that Friday, but the auditions are on Thursday. So my friend and I are debating about driving up that morning because auditions are at 3. So we'll see about that. What else? But yeah, that was basically my interview. It was very, very awesome, very calming, not stressful at all. I sound British, not stressful at all. And I think everyone shouldn't stress over it. If you answer confidently and truthfully, you'll do fine. If you overthink it too much, you sound like a computer reading off a program, basically, and it doesn't sound natural. So, and they can tell. Lots of smiling, lots of laughing. I had her laughing with my terrible jokes of terribleness. I'm super corny, I'm super dorky, and it worked though, because she was laughing. But yeah, if anyone that's watching this is debating, if you get accepted and you're like, should I go, should I not go, definitely go. I got in twice, like I've said billions of times, and I couldn't go, and I regretted it every day of my life after that. And I had a friend that went, and she adored it. She absolutely had the greatest time of her life, and I want to experience that with you, with anyone, with my friends who are applying, because it's so great. You get to work for a fabulous company that is so well known and renowned, and you get to have fun while doing it, but you have to remember that you're there to work, you're there to get experience to help you in your career, not just to go play and be like, woohoo, Disney World for free. That's not the point. You're there to do a job, but to have fun doing that job. And you can't overstress yourself too much with the work. You can have fun, but you need to learn how to balance both and why you are actually there, which a lot of people have a problem with that. They think they're just going to go to Disney World, have fun, and not do anything. And that's when they have that terrible wake-up call of, oh my god, this is absolutely horrifying for me. But you know what? If you know what you're getting into and you do what you have to do, you'll have an astounding adventure and internship. So yeah, That was my little motivational speech. So if you have questions about what I was asked, I didn't really go too much into detail. I said a couple of them. I have the other ones in my head, but there was a few of them. Let me know. Message me. Write down below in the comments if you'd like. Subscribe if you want to keep on with my little adventure update. Hopefully I get in so I can continue, all these videos. If I don't get in, there's always next time. I'll probably make like Disney videos on here or something. Been thinking about getting into the Disney community on YouTube for a while, so we'll see about that. But yeah, so talk to me, guys. I love talking to people. I'm on the Facebook group on Facebook, obviously. My name is Emily Sandoval. If you search me on there in the membership part, I'm in both the groups. You can add me if you like. I love new friends. I think I did a roommate survey, which is kind of early, but everyone, their mom was doing it. I did the 10. Can't speak today. I did the 10 facts about me thing on there. I don't think I did a roommate survey, actually. I don't think I'm going to do that yet. Like later when we start getting accepted or I get accepted, that'd be phenomenal. But I did the 10 facts about me. You can check that out. There's a couple of funny things on there. Might do a video version of it because you can get the personality on camera a little bit since I'm kind of shy. But on writing, you can't really get the personality in there. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a magical day and peace out.